This week at school, we are going to talk all about fall. It's fall now. It used to be summer. In the summertime, super hot. You go swimming, go to the beach, all that kind of stuff. But now it's fall.
And it's cold.
It's cooling off a little bit. And one of my favorite things about fall is the leaves on the trees turn different colors.
Me too.
And then sometimes they fall off the trees.
And you can pick them up.
You sure can. You can pick them up and look at their different colors.
Or you can take them home.
Yeah. Sometimes I get some real pretty leaves in my yard when they fall to the ground. And so sometimes they're red or orange or yellow. If I find any, I can bring them to school and show you. And if you have any leaves at your house that you want to show, you could bring them to school to show. And the kids at home, they could show me pictures of leaves that they have around their house. Prasha, can you hold Ellie for me today? So my book today is Clifford. It's Clifford's first autumn. Autumn is just another word for fall. And this story is about when Clifford was a puppy. And it was the first time that he saw what fall was all about. Look, the leaves are falling.
Yeah. And there's an apple. And I saw there's apple. The color, and there's red and different colors on it.
Okay, when somebody else is talking, you don't open your mouth to start talking. That's called interrupting. He was already talking, okay? You wait your turn. That's cool that you saw the leaves turn in different colors. And yes, there are pumpkins and apples on the front of my book.
And there's a pole.
So, my author and my illustrator, same person. His name is Norman Bridwell. He does all the Clifford books. So he did the words and the pictures. So let's find out what happens at Clifford's first fall. He is a puppy in this story.
He's a baby puppy.
The very first page, look, there he is. I'm Emily Elizabeth, and I have a dog named Clifford. When Clifford was a tiny puppy, he loved the summertime, and we went to the park to play every day. He loved to chase the birds, even though he never caught one. On the way home, we always stopped to smell the flowers. And then one morning, when Clifford woke up, the radiator was hissing. Now, they have a radiator in their apartment. It's like a heater. You have a heater at your house to keep your house warm. They had a radiator, and it kind of made a hissing sound. Clifford didn't know what it was. I picked him up so he could look out the window. Now, sometimes when the air is really cold and your breath is really hot, it'll show little puffs of smoke. So when Clifford was breathing into the cold air, he saw tiny wisps of smoke coming out of his nose. So I put on my warm coat and I took Clifford out for a walk. The park looked different. The birds were all flying south. The leaves were all over the ground. Clifford didn't know what to think.
It was cold.
There weren't any flowers at the stand anymore. Now what do you see?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. The flowers were gone and there were pumpkins in their place. Clifford had never seen pumpkins before. Oh no. He jumped up, and what happened? They started rolling away. He kind of knocked them over. Crash. The pumpkins went rolling on the street. And then Clifford jumped into the, do you see him?
Apple.
He's up in the fruit and the apples. He sure is.
How's that so loud?
Oh, Clifford. I don't know.
I have one of those books.
We said goodbye to the store owner, and then we went to the park. A gust of wind blew more leaves off the trees, and that kind of scared Clifford. It blew him over, too. And then he started to chase them. Now, does anybody know what this is right here?
A big broom.
Well, it does kind of look like a broom. It's a rake. And somebody raked up this big pile of leaves.
Who did?
I don't know. But what do you think Clifford's going to do?
Jump in.
He's going to jump right into it.
I was going to jump in.
That looks like fun, doesn't it?
One day I was jumping and my dad was raking and we jumped in.
Did you? Your daddy raked up some leaves, you can jump right in them? Yes, that was fun. And then, oh my goodness, something fell right in front of Clifford.
Football.
A football. Oh my goodness. It bounced right in front of him. He didn't know what it was. But there was a string on it. So he grabbed hold of the string.
You swing it.
And he started to run. There he goes, running with the football.
All those people are running.
Are they running after him? Suddenly, a boy grabbed it. I guess he didn't see Clifford. A lot of kids came running after the boy, and one girl shouted, "Hey, there's a puppy on the football." The boy dropped the ball, so Clifford took the string and started running again. Silly Clifford. He crossed the white line, and all the kids cheered. Clifford scored a touchdown. The kids told me Clifford was a very special dog. He sure is. They should see him now.
He's big.
He's all big. He's not a puppy anymore.
Oh.
How
big? He's a dog.
The end.
Do you know you can buy one of those?
I have a bunch of these books, and we've already read some of them. So tell me something that we saw in the story.
A big dog.
The dog. Uh-huh.
The big leaves.
The leaves. Uh-huh. What else? Clifford.
He was little.
He was little. We saw the pumpkins. Yes.
Like our pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. We saw the pumpkins.
Mine's a kitty.
Say that again?
Mine's a kitty.
Oh, yours is a kitty.
And the pumpkin.
So we saw pumpkins. We saw the leaves. What else did they see at the fruit stand with the pumpkins? Apples. Uh-huh. Apples. All right. So what we are going to do today. Oh, there it is. We are going to make a little scarecrow. So this is my scarecrow, but he's a little mixed up.
Yeah.
He's a little mixed up. He's a puzzle, so we're going to have to put him back together.
I know.
So a scarecrow's job is to keep the birds away from the things in the farm that the farmer's growing. If the farmer's growing corn or pumpkins, potatoes, tomatoes, something like that, the scarecrow's supposed to scare the birds away.
And all flowers.
So the birds don't eat all of it. Look, and what is he holding right there?
A pumpkin.
Yeah, he's protecting the pumpkin. So we're going to color him and then cut him out and put him back together in the right way. Because his head's right there in the middle. Is that where his head should be?
No.
No, where should his head be?
Up.
Up at the top, yeah.
On front.
So the kids at home have this too. So you can color your scarecrow, cut him apart into these 3 pieces and put him back together.
Use crayons or
We will, you know, you can use either one. You can use markers or crayons, either one that you want.
I'm going to use markers.